Fight fans, this is Chris Guzman with your weekly Thursday night injection of boxing talk, updates and all-out arguments. This is your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour, brought to you by George Rogie Insurance. It is Thursday night, August the 27th, 2009. We are live from Leg Up Production Studios in Hobart, Indiana, about half an hour over the border from Chicago, Illinois. Partner in crime, Emil Soda Popinski Kegabiner on my right. Mo, what is going on with you?
Not much, man. I got to watch some good fights this weekend. We got to take some watch some live fights downtown Chicago.
Saw some great fights.
If you tuned in early, you got to see a little bit of the press conference, which was right before the fights down there. David Diaz getting ready to fight Chavez.
Jesus Chavez.
So that fight's coming up, and then this weekend I got to watch the HBO fights with our special guest that we're going to have on tonight.
We've got Paulie the Magic Man Malignaggi coming on live in just under 10 minutes from now. So get your questions ready. I'm sure the chat room, Timmy, is a buzz about this one. A lot of different opinions swirling around about Paulie Malignaggi. You can't question his heart as a fighter, but some people are questioning some of his remarks after the fight.
Yeah, I know he was worried about getting a fight, but it seems like he's getting more press out of this loss than he would have if he would have won.
A bad press is better than none.
That's definitely.
Ask Mike Tyson. I'm not about to put him in the same category.
He's getting more press than what Diaz is getting for winning the fight.
No one's talking about Juan Diaz. Timmy Producer Patterson, what's going on with you, and what do you got?
Not a whole lot, man. Let's go ahead and I got the clip from that post-fight interview that everybody's talking about. If you don't mind, we'll go ahead and play it real quick.
Go right for it, man.
All right, let's do it.
Sound coming through? Or?
No, of course not. Not when you want it to. That's awesome when it works all day long and doesn't work when you want it to. Come back, Chris. Fuck it.
All right, well, we're having some technical difficulties. I can point over to where it is. I can point because it's right up there, but
the sound we're having trouble
the
with
sound's
the sound.
not working. I mean, and I don't want to sound like I'm mocking anyone. I mean, I know what he said. He was very, very upset, and rightfully so. There are people that say he did not serve himself well by saying some of the things he said, but we're going to get a chance to ask him right from the horse's mouth. Yeah,
but we're going to have plenty of time to talk about that in the next segment and
sure.
all the time with him. Why don't we go on and do some of the other updates here? And
plenty of things to talk about. John Ruiz has allowed, now even though he's already lost twice to the giant Valiev, he is still considered by the WBA their #1 contender for Valiev's WBA heavyweight championship belt. Thing is, Valiev wants to fight David Haye.
Why not? I want more money.
Of course. You want hair too. I mean, we all got wants. we all got wants. So Valiev wanted to fight Haye, and Haye says, "Hey, sure, I'll take on Valiev. I'll become a world heavyweight champion in like my second heavyweight fight, no problem." Because I totally think Haye can beat Valiev. I think most of the top heavyweights can beat Valiev, which is why he's so,
protected.
He's very, very protected. That's not even the right word. He's sealed off, yes. But John Ruiz has agreed, so that they lined his pockets up real nice.
And David Haye, obviously, when he was going to fight one of the Klitschko's, he ended up making Klitschko a lot of money and not even fighting him because David Haye was a big part of that ticket sale against Shigev.
Yeah.
Shigev ended up being the fill-in, and most people still came to that fight.
And Vladimir Klitschko isn't even going to fight again until 2010 now because of his getting some shoulder surgery, some trap surgery. His traps and delts and
some muscle surgery. I didn't even know about this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you'd have to actually go on some of these boxing websites too, other than our own. See, I don't go on ours. You only go on ours. So, anyway, so yeah, we've definitely got that. The Malignaggi fight was definitely this weekend. That was really cool. Timothy Bradley.
I got that if you want to go to it, Chris.
Oh, do we want to? Well, real quick, Timothy Bradley has signed with Cameron Duncan, who also holds the who holds the contracts for Kelly Pavlik, Steve Lovano, and Nonito Donaire. So welcome Timothy Bradley to the world that is Cameron Duncan management. So let's go ahead and go straight to the post-fight comments by Paulie Malignaggi that we'll be asking him about in about 5-6 minutes.
You said the deck was stacked against you. It came as no great surprise that you were on the short end of the decision. Give us your thoughts.
Hey, man, first of all, how'd you guys score it? You guys...
Ringside, Harold Letterman had it 7 rounds to 5. I thought that was about right, but I thought it was competitive.
7-5 me, right?
Yes, Harold did have that.
Thank you, man. At least some people got the score right. Listen, I don't know why Houston is booing me. You guys are a great fight town, man. I didn't have nothing wrong, nothing against Houston, man. It's a great fan, but I had to deal with a lot of politics, man. That was ridiculous. I knew I was going to have to deal with this. You know, you got guys like Raul Kais, that's Golden Boy's gopher. I said it before, and he was. And he actually had the closest scorecard, man. I'm telling you, this state never gives a fair shake to anybody coming to this state to fight hometown fighters. It never happens. All the way back to
okay.
It never happens.
Putting the decision aside, again, that comes as no great shock that a Malignaggi,
but it's not right.
that a Malignaggi-Diaz fight goes the distance, that it's a fun fight to watch and competitive, and that Malignaggi doesn't get the decision in Texas against Diaz. Putting that aside for a moment, assess the fight. What do you think about the fight itself?
I thought I edged it out. I thought I outboxed him. But, man, Juan is a great warrior. I expected that from Juan, though. I knew he was going to come to fight. I knew he was going to come to throw down. I knew he was going to throw punches. The ring was small, so I couldn't always move because he was going to get to me, you know. So I had to break it up between smothering him and moving. But Juan showed his heart, man. He came to try to win every round. I think at the end we were both trying our hardest with our own styles. I was backing up boxing. He was trying to bring it. We were both going for our strengths to pull out the last rounds, and I think we both knew we knew them. We both knew we needed them. And I thought I pulled them out. I thought I outboxed the aggressor in the last rounds.
Paulie, assuming you don't get a rematch for a second.
You know I ain't getting a rematch, man. This is boxing. Boxing is full of shit, man. I used to love this sport. I used to love this sport, man. I cannot stand doing this. The only reason I do this is because it gives me a good payday. Boxing is full of shit.
Paulie, assuming you don't get the rematch, you here have reestablished yourself on a world-class level. What would you want next?
Listen, anything that comes my way. I mean, I'm just an opponent after losing the fight. One can go call out the winner of Marquez and Mayweather or the winner of another big fight. I don't have that luxury because I got robbed, so I'm on the short end of the stick. So I got to sit back and hope I get using an opponent in somebody's hometown again. This is the bullshit I got to go through.
Paulie, congratulations on a tremendous performance and an excellent fight. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you, Juan. Hey, Houston, congratulations. You guys are a great fight town. Juan Diaz, the warrior. You guys got a great hometown warrior. But I won this fight. I won this fight.
All right, we are back. Hope you enjoyed that. Some very colorful language from Paulie.
Yeah, I understand he got even more colorful at the post-fight interview as well.
Well, that would have Juan in the room, so that would be...
I mean, Juan was right there. He is ringside, too. And
he wasn't on camera, though. That's going to be different.
But Paulie did give him his props that he had a good fight.
He also talked very highly of Houston, Texas. So.
And you and I had different scorecards on this one. There were a bunch of close rounds. So...
Yeah.
And...
I had it 8 rounds to 4. I had it.
And I had it even. So, I mean, neither one of us gave it to Juan Diaz either way.
No.
And I really didn't see much of a way that you could give it to Juan Diaz. I mean, I scored a lot of the rounds for Juan, or a lot of rounds that you scored the other way for Juan, and those were the close rounds.
And you still didn't have him winning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that says a lot. I'm very scared that the gentleman that scored it 118 to 110 for Juan Diaz has a license and can still do this. Yeah. It's like a drunk driver out there on the roads. He's going to ruin careers.
I think what builds fights is wars like this that they had. They had a great fight nonetheless.
Yeah, if we were to just focus on the fight, there was a time when boxing was you could just focus on skills.
Just look at the guy that he had on his trunks. He had Turo Gotti on his trunks. What was Turo Gotti's loss record? How many fights did he lose?
Plenty.
I have no idea how many he lost.
Plenty, and
but I know how many fights of the year he had.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6. Timmy, we're going to go ahead and take our first break of the night. We'll come right back with our good friend Paulie the Magic Man Malignaggi. He is standing by, and we're going to click on over and talk to him for a few minutes. So get your questions ready. Tim, you need to be ready to pass them out to us. We'll be right back. This is your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour.
Rogie Insurance is a 4-generation insurance family.